My name is Zachary Adam Chernikowski. I run C-12 Construction LLC. We do a little bit of everything. We specialize in carpentry. Um, we do a lot of bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, front porches, back decks. Honestly, anything that can make the customer smile. So when I first started, I was just dumping all the money I can into the company because I know times are tough, and if I have the money, I might as well invest it instead of just sitting around with the money. So I bought a toolbox, I bought tools, I got my company legal, I bought insurance, and I was looking online, and I was, to be as legit and as professional as possible. I was like, yeah, I hear about people offering financing for customers, and I typed it in. I ended up going with you guys because you have such um, a base rate, a, a low credit score number that you guys could accept and approve people for, and the amount of lenders you guys have, it caught my attention. The features that you guys do offer, they help out a lot. The accepting of online payments and the calculator you guys have, and the real easy, it like it's super simple to get on the customer's information and send it over, and next thing you know, they're looking at it on their screen, and like, what is it, like 2 minutes or something like that, you guys, it takes for them to do it on their end. And to me, that's fast, and it's pretty unbeatable to me. With Hearth, we're able to give accurate accurate proposals with the estimating tool. We could offer low rates for the customers if they agreed to the terms. We could send invoices in and out. If you're talking to the right customer, it's able to bring in a lot of sales and professionalism for them to look at you. Just like a car dealership. If a customer wants a car, they're gonna pay for it. If they don't want the car, they're not gonna pay for it, even if they check out the financing options. But with the opportunity to be able to give these customers a $400 or $500 payment a month for a $50,000 job, honestly, to me, and I'm the contractor, to me, a $500 bill opposed to a $50,000 bill is a lot more doable. I do like a lot of the features that you guys have. It's really easy for me to just go in here, and not only can I send it to the text message, but I could send it to the email, and that's real convenient because not everybody checks the email, but they'll check the text message.